It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The LSU Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Cross. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense headed on to the dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse. You know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Paulo, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man. It's Gathers. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble and gets the stop on 4th down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying play action. And the ball is intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. LSU right back to the line. To the air. It's Cross. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Bringing the heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Think on 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? Snags it on the right. Can anyone catch it? He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Back open in the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown.
And another competitive game. So it's time to lock in. We haven't lost so far.
very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game...
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Swings it out to the flat. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw.
Get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
The Vols are in the hurry-up. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far, having success.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Got the back over the middle.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've only converted 1 time in 3 4th-down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? Looking to throw its cross. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Barnes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gathers. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside, and they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Getting some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quick.
Touchdown ball! A great catch and run for 6. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
At this point in time, I have a 92 prim now on the build. I have a 91 steal as well. So it's not like I'm a liability on defense, but it could be troubling if he drives a lot. But anyways, I know I have the free board, so I shoot that shot right there. Should have maybe shot that catch and shoot right there, but I do have KPJ base on, so it would have been a little slower. Probably would have been contested. And then somehow I miss wide open again, giving him a wide open three, and that's not good. Okay, he gets an easy open three. Now it's 8-3, but we force another stop, but he gets the offensive rebound somehow, giving him another open mid-range, giving him second chance points. And honestly, they only have 5 points right now, but their 5 points were just some easy stuff. Like, we got to force them into some tougher shots. He gets down low, draws the foul, even after playing good defense. It is what it is. We're back on the ISO defense. We got to get a stop because things could get ugly fast if we don't get a stop soon. They dot the corner, wide open for the 6-7 popper, and of course, he greens it. It's a wide open shot, plus he's rhythm shooting in the corner. This team's not bad. Then he gets an easy dunk without dunk metering. Woo, we're in trouble. We're down 10-8. We are in a deficit. This could be our first loss of the video as he gets another dunk, somehow giving his teammate takeover. Dunks in the paint. We're down 12-8. Wide open three. Makes it, and now we're down 15-8, and it's looking more and more like this is going to be our first loss of the video. It's a couple behind the backs right here. He's back in the ISO. I'm kind of playing back a little bit. I don't think he's going to make 3 in a row. He doesn't. He kicks it out back to me. Wide open three. I take my time. I get it to go. After a couple misses, I'm like, okay, we're down 4. It's time to make this comeback. We don't have many chances left, if even one chance left. So I got to hit my shots. Mid-range fade. That's a weak. But, hey, we rhythm the fade, going with the up-down little rhythm tactic there. Open three-pointer off the Zach Levine step back. I miss. We already gave him the ball back after just scoring, what, 5 points? I foul him to avoid him dotting the corner there. We're still in a deficit, and we still need to get another stop. And it's not easy getting stops. And he misses another open shot. I'm open. I shoot it. I green it. I knew Solo had board even if I missed. And now we have a lead. Once again, we are up by 1 point. They both have takeover, so if we give him the ball anymore, okay? So he's due to make some shots. They're playing great defense. He's getting through the screens. I'm resetting. I don't want to waste too much energy while trying to go for a little easy midi fade. They leave me wide open, so I take my time. I let Solo try to get positioning. I green it anyways, 18-15. Resetting again. Solo almost gets an open dunk right there. Once again, I'm not trying to get bumped. I'm not trying to waste adrenaline. I'm just like, okay, reset me. Hit me right back. He sets the screen. Open three. And that's green. Get him off the court. It was a close battle, but we secure the win. And now we are moving on to a 15-game win streak. And we're at 75,000 VC. Another 21-0 right here after the dunk meter, which I don't get to use very often because I'm playing with a center that, is usually in the paint. But anyways, these guys end up pulling up on us again. The same ISO team. It wasn't close this time. I green a moderate for a game. Get them off the court. That's a 17-game win streak. And at this point, we're feeling really good about this challenge. I don't know how y'all are feeling. Let me know if your opinions or your predictions about the VC has already changed.
So, I told the girl, I said, do me a favor, put the money in the bag. Excuse me. You on your phone?
Yeah, oh man, I'm playing this game, Royal Kingdom. Love this game.
You're playing Royal Kingdom.
Yeah.
At my show.
I'm so sorry.
You do not have to apologize. I love this game. I play Royal Kingdom, but let's be clear, I'm playing the game uninterrupted, people. That's right, no ads talking about buy this now.
I hate ads, bro. I hate that.
I'll tell you what else you hate, chewing your food, sir. That's why you don't need Wi-Fi. I'm not searching for a signal while I'm trying to get to a new level.
What level you on?
At the moment?
Yeah.
120.
We didn't say how many movies you did this year. We said what level you are.
I'm here to play games. I'm not. Now let's that game. It's Royal Kingdom. Let's get back to the show.
Getting sucked in by high-interest debt? Beam in Credit Karma. We'll show you balance transfer cards you're most likely to get approved for, so you can blast through debt with a low intro APR. Intuit Credit Karma. Full speed ahead.
Already changed, like, because, bro, we're 3 hours in, and I feel like some of y'all's predictions might already be.
To kick this one away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. No huddle offense to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being active.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You have a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 16 to Sam Houston. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Cross. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now...
Touchdown, Volunteer! And the stomping has commenced.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
And just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gathers. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. All wideouts, no backs. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Smashes through. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
This offense has a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Cross. They get to him as he throws. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown LSU! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Man, and these are the situations. They know you're kicking an onside. You got to get it. You got to find a way to get the football. And how about it? Get the kick. Get a good bounce. Everybody's flying down the field. Ball bouncing all over the place. You fall on it. Offense has another chance to put some points on the board.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Ripping through the defense. Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw. It's cross. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Hey. On the game.
He wants to throw.
On the game.
Pop one on the screen. And he'll step across
the
sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself. Score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays in this offense. Because today they've been lacking.
I'm in the house. I don't need a shirt on.
Defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to push all the fast
Where I'm gonna go?
Together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they couldn't hold off the heat. And
I said,
with the sack.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
So he broke
Sometimes we
out.
don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by
All right.
2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's
What?
going to be a pass. They have to.
What the hell that mean?
Is their enemy. Great job playing pass.
Unloads it downfield. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown. As
That's a big-ass fan. I need that fan.
And more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Colorado State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next game.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to pass. It's Cross. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Finds the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of it. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's gathered. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.